If it makes you happy.
Here she is.
It can't be that bad.
Yeah.
If it makes you happy.
A little Sheryl Crow in
then
the
why
morning
the hell
on
are you so
WKBF.
sad? I'm in the car with my mom. We're rocking out. We got Sheryl
Yeah.
Crow playing. We're wet. Welcome to Respectfully Podcast. Sorry. I'm Andrea Allen.
I'm Lizzie Cassidy, and if you like that song, you'll love the Screaming Females cover of it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just be Drive Time Radio, guys.
Hey.
And joining us today, comedian, friend of the show, from the You Both Suck podcast, it's Kunal Arora.
Hello. Thank you. I love that song so much.
You
great
love that?
song.
Do you love Sheryl Crow?
Are you every Sunday? I play a playlist.
Oh my God, I know this about you. I love this about you.
I have a playlist called Lilith Fair Sundays.
Oh, my God.
It's Fiona Apple.
Yeah. Keep it
It's
going.
Sheryl Crow.
Keep
Yeah.
it going, sister.
It's what was the other one we
It's
talked
Tracy
about?
Chapman.
Tracy Chapman.
Natalie
Oh my
Imbruglia.
God. It is lesbian sat
Yeah.
rock.
It's Katie Lang.
Oh,
Katie Lang.
Lang.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. And we brushed over Alanis Morissette, but my God.
Let's
Yeah.
take a moment to introduce the lesbian producer we have in the,
Hi,
in the
Ronnie.
studio. Hi, Ronnie.
Hey guys,
Hello,
how we
Ronnie.
doing?
Kunal will send you his podcast.
His
or
playlist.
The playlist
Yes.
link.
Please,
Woo.
it sounds right up my alley.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
it
please do.
makes every Sunday the best Sunday.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
A woman just wailing about the state of the world.
I love
you
that
kidding
on
me?
Sundays you do that. You sew.
Yeah.
You make your own hand sanitizer. You add lavender to it.
I'm just like 4 steps away from running an Etsy shop.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's all it is.
Full blown lesbian
Yeah.
Sunday.
Kunal's Corner.
I'll tell you right now, I looked at a Subaru the other day and I got excited. It's like, this could be for me.
Time to go to Vermont.
Yeah.
It's time.
Oh, man, if that club would just let me perform there, those jerks.
I know, right? I'm actually sent a few emails and I haven't heard back. Hey,
What are you going to do?
Vermont Comedy Club, hit us all up.
We're here, we're queer, and we're ready to sing Fiona Apple on your stage.
Oh, love it so much.
Oh my God, I love Fiona Apple. We were talking about the other day how she's beautiful, but she's the kind of beautiful where if you came home to your apartment and turned the lights on and she was in there, you'd kill her with a hammer.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, absolutely.
The
Yeah.
big eyes,
Yeah.
the skinny.
Yeah.
No way I could not think she's a ghost.
Yeah.
4 times
She's
at least.
so scary if she's
Yeah.
in your apartment in the middle of the night.
100%.
If she's in the corner, too.
Oh my God, you miss her
Oh,
at
my
first?
God,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
And then you go, what was it? Oh my God!
And then she scampers.
Yeah, you know she makes this sound when she
Yeah,
walks.
and
yeah,
she's
yeah.
just whispering her lyrics. And I'm feeling like a criminal. Absolutely.
Oh
I'm
my
killing
God,
her.
there's nothing like walking down the street in New York City in a fur coat listening to Criminal by
Oh,
Fiona Apple.
my
Oh, yeah.
God.
That'll make you feel amazing.
Who else would you freak out if you saw them in your apartment?
It's anybody that has that like skinny,
Yeah.
tiny Cillian Murphy.
Yes.
Oh.
Killing him with a hammer.
Yeah.
Moss, 90s.
Dead.
Yeah,
Dead with a
absolutely.
hammer.
100%.
You're dead.
All
yeah.
hot people.
Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet, absolutely.
Timothy
Yes.
Chalamet
He's
is so
going.
dead.
You're right.
100%.
If they're like twinky and hot, they look
Yeah.
like little spider ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you're like, you got to get
They
out
look
of
like
here.
the soul of a bigger person.
Cillian Murphy under your bed, he pops out.
Yeah.
His stupid little eyes.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And he's on that app that they tell you bedtime stories.
No.
Oh, is he?
He is. My girlfriend loves it. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, he loves me to sleep. And I was like, I don't like
And
this.
you're fine with that?
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes she'll have me tell her a story and she goes, that other story knocked me out. And I feel offended.
Your girlfriend
Wow.
has you tell her stories?
Yeah, I just make them
That's
up.
really
Wow,
sweet.
Kunal's
You
the
make
most
up stories?
Self-actualized man we've
I'm
ever had
That's
on this
really
podcast.
nice.
I'm trying.
You know what these people look like? You know the Scream painting by
Yes,
Munch? They
yes.
all
Yes.
look like
They're
that.
Yeah.
giving screams.
Is it because they're so close to death that's why they look
No,
like
they're
they're
just-
corpses?
They're just as thin as a person can be.
Yeah.
They've
Just that
committed
line.
their lives to being thin.
I want to get that way, I think.
Oh, me too,
I think
baby.
I do. I think I
Oh
want to do it.
my
I want to look
God.
Let's all
gaunt.
get buccal fat removal and be scary little spiders.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that you're experimenting now is the female experience. So you wanting to be so thin is concerning is also a
That's also-
cornerstone.
I'm
That's
looking.
something we
I'm
do.
trying to get back to heroin chic.
Oh,
I'm trying to get-
Heroin
God.
chic. God. Oh my God, the Olsen twins. Imagine
Yes.
both of them in your apartment.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That is terror.
That's the scariest thing I've
Yeah.
ever
100%.
Their long hair.
Yes.
Oh my
They're
God.
always wearing ghostly apparel
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
those white sheets, and they look ridiculous.
They look insane.
Something happened to them.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
very,
You
something
can't
very
grow
bad.
up in
It's called
show
Hollywood.
business.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
yeah,
happened to
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
write into us for your scariest person in your apartment.
Who would you kill with a hammer if you
Wait,
turned your
can,
lights
can
on?
I say the one that I told you?
No, it's so fucked up. Okay, go for it.
It's not fucked up. Okay.
It is fucked up.
It is fucked up. But do you guys remember the Afghani girl with the green eyes?
That photo.
Yes, from the magazine.
Dude, the
yes.
scariest.
Yes.
Again, beautiful. But if
Gorgeous.
you turn the lights on in your
No,
apartment
no,
and she's
yeah.
in there,
Oh my
That's
God.
glowing.
her. You're
It's
killing
glowing in
her
the dark.
violently.
Those eyes glow in the dark.
Yes.
Ronnie, do you know about the Afghani girl?
yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
She is.
the violent nature with which I'd kill any of these people.
100%. Now I know what it's like to be like a woman sleeping at night.
yes,
Yeah.
dude.
My girl, I'll come into the bedroom.
Does she go?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
I'm
right
a
now,
big gasp to wake up lady.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. I understand.
Yeah.
I shut the hell
No,
up.
it does bug me when other people do it. I
Right.
go, what
Yeah.
do we do? What is the dramatics? But
Yeah.
I do it every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she does that, and I go, you know, it's me.
It doesn't
But
matter.
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
know
Yeah.
it's you.
But it doesn't
I'm
matter.
sleeping.
It's an
Right.
override.
Of course.
Yeah.
I get it. But I feel it doesn't matter how good of a night of shows I can have. I spend every night coming home feeling like a rapist.
Oh no.
And that is the worst part. It's
That's
like,
the worst
oh,
part. And
Yeah.
you know what the worst thing about that is there's comedians who are rapists who go home feeling fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
They're out here actually raping.
I know.
I know.
And then they go home and they go, what a day.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All the,
I should be out raping more.
the fun I had.
God,
Yeah.
it's still early. I totally could have raped tonight.
That's what happened to the Olsen twins.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why they're
A
so
business
scared
we
of-
want in so badly.
I know. I'm like, can you imagine how traumatizing? I'll do anything.
Yeah,
I'll do
right.
anything. Rape me.
Yeah. It's fine. It already
It's
happened.
fine. We'll add another one to the board
For a special?
for
I mean,
for,
come on.
for whatever.
Whatever.
For a commercial.
Yeah.
For a set.
I texted Andrea something insane the other day. I was watching the
No.
Oscars, and I go, I could win one of these. I go, I'm watching this, and these are just regular people.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't
I
think that's.
think I
don't
could
think
win
that's,
one of these.
I literally said that to a friend the
Yeah.
other day.
But you know what happened after?
Yeah.
So that happened, and then a Cascade, the dish soap commercial came on.
Yeah.
And the woman in that was so beautiful. I go, who do I think I am? I can win an Oscar. I can't even get a Cascade commercial.
Yeah.
This is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, and she's selling dishwasher detergent.
I
Yeah.
can't believe they won't pay me to wash dishes.
I know.
Yeah, you can date rape me for a commercial agent, something like that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
whatever.
That's fine.
Those commercials, I mean, if you get a good one.
You get a
you're
good
in.
one, you're set.
Affleck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I can be Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
I'll take a little rape to be Jake from State Farm.
You're kind of giving Jake from.
I know.
Yeah.
I
You
know.
definitely
Yeah.
are giving
Give
Jake.
me the khakis.
Right.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Who's Mayhem? Do you guys Mayhem from
Yeah.
the
the insurance commercial.
That
Yeah,
guy's like
yeah.
an actor, though.
I
He's on
know.
He's a
SVU.
legit actor. Yeah.
He's the only one who's really done the transfer where he's like
Well, I think he was an actor first.
I think before.
Yeah.
And then the other dude from the Allstate, you're in good hands. The actor, the black guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was an actor, and then he did the commercials. I don't think you can jump from commercials to TV.
No.
No, I mean
Never.
the Verizon "Can you hear me now" guy
You,
like wrote a thing about how it ruined his life, and it's like relax.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
You don't get to write an article from your mansion about how your life was ruined by.
I don't want to
commercial.
hear about that. You
Yeah.
know what
I
I
don't
mean?
ever
It's
want to
right.
hear about
You're not
that.
scared every time you go into your mansion, you freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The subway guy, his life was ruined by the commercial.
Jared Fogle?
Yeah. That was the worst thing that happened to
that's-
that guy.
The last thing that man needed was money and attention.
Yeah, yeah. He could have just been a pervert in private his whole
Right.
life.
Nobody's gonna have sex with a poor pervert.
Thank
and
you.
fat.
And right. right.
They got him skinny, made him famous,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "He's a pedophile," and he was like, "Well, yeah."
Subway made him into a pedophile.
No, he was actually it did.
It did because he
because
was.
the girl that he was preying on worked at Subway.
Really?
See what I mean? It all comes together.
It
Yeah.
all full circle.
I think he
Yeah.
was born a pedophile. I'm going to be honest. I don't think.
I don't like-
I don't
sandwiches.
I don't
know.
like
I
giving
don't know what's in
pedophiles
that
the
bread.
born.
Yeah.
That, whatever's in that bread.
The bread that
Yeah.
they can't legally call bread.
Right.
Yeah.
Um.
Some pedophile growth hormone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also don't like giving pedophiles the born this way treatment.
Really?
I don't like being like, oh man, we're all born a little quirky and queer, even these guys. And it's like, no, that's a sick fuck. That is a sick fuck that lives outside of the rules of society and should be punished for
Don't
it.
agree.
Something happened early on that caused him to be this way.
Yes.
It's not. I don't think that there's a gene. Is there a pedophile gene? I'm asking in earnest.
I don't know.
I don't think there is.
Do we know, Ronnie?
think-
Is there a
I
pedophile
don't think
gene?
there is, but I can
Do a
I can
quick
rock
Googs
Google
on that.
Search. Yeah.
I think maybe it's one of those things where like some people are an alcoholic because it's genetics and some people are an alcoholic because they were raised with alcoholics.
Situationally, yeah.
I think it could be either one.
Well, that's the most PC answer we're gonna give here.
Yeah.
I think that's the most applicable one.
I just think even if you were born that way, you're still a fucking pedophile asshole and you should be shot.
I don't agree.
You think they can be rehabilitated?
I think it would take a lot of money and effort to find a way to rehabilitate them, but I do think if you are born that way and you do not I think that is an insane burden. That is the worst hand to
Yeah,
one of
but
the
it's
worst
also an
hands to be
insane
dealt.
burden to be molested.
Totally.
Yeah.
But say you're born that way and you never act on it. Goddamn hero.
No, I disagree.
What?
Because we all have
Why?
impulses that we don't act on.
That's true
That's
too.
that's like when I tell you that a boy did something nice to me and you're like, that's what most people should do. We all don't push someone into the subway even though we think about it.
all the time.
Yeah.
I think
We're all
about
not
jumping my
acting on
way
our-
into the subway every time.
Yeah.
I go, man. I look at these people like annoyed for the commute, and I go, what if I made this worse?
I want to hit
Yeah.
someone every
me
day.
Me too.
Yeah.
But that's an impulse that ruins your fucking. I guess pushing someone to the subway ruins your
Yeah.
fucking life. But you
Yeah.
don't.
The murder impulse?
Yeah, but you don't jack off to the murder impulse.
Some people do.
Yeah.
By the way,
actually.
guys, there is a pedophile gene.
Thank
Oh.
I still don't think that makes it okay.
I feel like we should have put money on this. We're
you.
just
Yeah,
paying.
yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
all right.
But does it say anything more about how it's passed down or anything like that?
Who wrote the article? Jared
Yeah.
Fogle?
Does it come from the father or the mother?
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
a,
it's
It's
the
like Judaism, it's
National
passed through the
Library
mother.
of Medicine.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
what do
long
they
one.
know?
It's quite the journal article. So
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
on subway.com reading
Yeah.
this.
You might want to wipe that hard drive.
yeah.
She's reading this on eatfresh.com.
it's just a pedophile in a van with a laptop. Like, there's also a gene, and this isn't my fault.
Yeah.
Please come to this van so I can tell you more.
Do we kill pedophiles?
I think we should castrate them.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean,
Chemically.
I think sometimes that might be on the table.
The killing?
No, the castration.
I think the
I don't think
castration-
the killing is on the table. I
The
can't.
killing is crazy because
It's
once
crazy,
we
yeah.
introduce the killing, it's
Yeah.
like now okay, now what? Who
Who
are we
then-
killing every rapist?
Yeah.
That's
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
Are we killing every murderer? Maybe. I don't know. Some of it was self defense.
Once you create the door, you're going to walk through it.
Now
Yeah.
we're killing everyone who stole something.
Right.
Now we're killing every drug addict.
Yeah.
It's messy.
Yeah.
But
Then
the castrating.
that's not
I
so.
think the castrating should be required. I think you go, I don't want to
But then you're asking these people to self-report, and they won't.
No, yeah.
right. Then that's
It's a
the
slippery slope. We're not
And
going to
also-
solve it in weird hats.
Yeah, I know. If
we're
we
not
can
gonna-
solve it here,
Yeah,
can
I don't-
anyone
A
solve it?
pedophile who's not fucking kids is probably still jerking off to CP, and that is not a victimless crime.
I agree.
That's true.
So they're still bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm living in this world where there's like an honorable pedophile who becomes
Yeah, and I
a
don't know
monk.
why.
I don't know because I feel so terrible that if you have the pedophile gene, you're born that way. You'll never have love. You'll never have a normal relationship with sex.
And you feel
What
bad
if
for
you
that person?
can find like?
I do feel bad
So
for
do
that.
I.
It's
I get
a
it.
horrible
What if
life.
you can find one of those people with like a pituitary gland issue?
A pedophile with a pituitary?
No, there's like people. There's like a TLC show about a girl who's gonna look 10 for the rest of her life.
That's the
She's
ideal.
26.
Yeah.
I don't
Fuck
even
her.
like if I find out friends of mine are into women that look young. I don't like that either.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
I
icky
don't.
and
I
weird.
like. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see some. I want to see some wrinkles.
Yeah.
I like a few wrinkles here and
Yeah,
there.
freckly titty situation.
Yeah.
You
you know
want
what
to
I
see
mean?
life is hit him in the face with
Yeah.
a shovel.
Just a bit.
yeah.
Just a
That's
bit.
fine. Not
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
not
yeah.
be too old.
No, no. But
yeah.
I want to see a little wear and tear.
Yeah, I
want to.
agree.
I want to know you're certified pre-owned.
I want to see the Kelly Blue Book on this.
And,
Yeah.
and I know you've taken some bumps and what happened. You're lumps by society, but
Yeah.
it's okay. I
But,
don't
Yeah.
care.
but the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a good
The
hang.
stories that woman
Right.
has.
I want to open that glove box and I want to see a couple things in there.
Yeah,
Left
that's
behind.
fun.
A few napkins wrinkled up.
Right.
A little bit of trash. Well, speaking of this, this actually pivots nicely to people who haven't you like a person who's been through a little shit, as
Yeah.
everyone in this table does. let's talk about people who haven't been through a goddamn thing.
We were talking off mic about when you meet someone who's an adult
Yeah.
with all their alive grandparents, both alive parents.
Disgusting.
Sometimes
Yeah.
more than 2 alive parents. Some people
Insane.
like their parents got divorced. Now they have 4 alive parents and 4 alive grandparents. They have like a joy in their eyes that
I
I want to
know.
snuff out.
Spring in their
can't-
step.
I only had one grandmother, and she stunk.
I had one
Oh,
grandfather.
really?
Yeah, and she used to. I met her like a handful of times, and she would cheat me out of money. Like she
Oh
was,
my God.
she was a menace, truly.
Honestly,
nightmare.
kind of cool
yeah,
that.
she was cool. I mean, I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
but I mean, when you're conning children, there's also a limit too.
I almost don't respect, at least con an adult.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So
That's barely hustle.
Right,
It's almost, you could say it's like taking candy from a
That's
baby.
what I'd say.
It's like fucking a child.
yeah, she was
yeah, it's
like
not
your
hard.
Grandmother
steps
was a
away.
pedophile.
I had a grandfather who died of TB.
Really?
You know how crazy it is to die from an old timey disease?
Your
That's
jaw locks
crazy.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I know
Just
everything about
coughing
this.
into a napkin,
Right,
blood on
I-
it, like you're in a Western.
I dated a girl who survived TB.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're
What-
haunted by TB.
What
I am.
gypsy cursed you and your lineage,
I have
dude?
no-
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, TB is. I mean, to die of TB is nuts.
How do you
By
actually
the way, I'm the
die?
kind of crazy where I've had a cough for the last week and now I'm like, I have TB.
Don't worry.
It's TB.
Don't worry. If you have
I'm gonna die of TB.
if you have a vaccination within 10 years, you're good. Don't worry. I know the stats.
I like
I
how
don't
you
know
have
if
that
I
ready
have
to-
all my shots.
I don't know if I have all my shots either.
Guys,
I'm a real rescue dog.
I'm
get your fucking
likely to get
shots.
rickets. I firmly believe
Yeah,
it.
I'm flirting with scurvy.
100%. I don't remember the last time I had OJ, to be honest.
I actually, last week, because I was sick, I was pounding OJ.
I'm trying to pull up a photo of my grandfather, so I had 3 grandparents who stunk and one who was like the fucking man.
All alive when you were born?
No, the one who stunk the most died when I was like too young to really know what was going
Unfair.
on. Yeah.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one who stunk, she was fine. She was kind of a hard ass. She lived till like 99. And one of them got taken out by dementia and the other one cancer. But the coolest one lived the longest. And he was a goddamn gift. But the rest of them, stinkers.
Yeah.
I can't stand when we give an excuse to these people because of
yeah.
their old ways.
From a different time.
A different time, different
I'm
eras.
so over that.
It's
Yeah.
the entire idea behind it where it's just like, well, these people were tougher. And I go, they're not tougher.
They're not tougher.
They're not tougher at all. They died at 50.
Yeah.
Enough. We
Also-
live longer, talk it out further. We go harder in terms of having these conversations. You're not impressing me, grandma.
I love that
Ooh,
take. I love that
yeah.
take. Also, I
Get
think
'em.
a
I
lot
can't
of people
stand their bullshit, truly.
a lot of people like infantilize old people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to go like, well, they're from a different time. It's like, so they forgot how to read and learn.
Yeah. You
You're
never
telling me that
adapted.
this person can't read and learn. You're telling me that this person can't listen to a podcast.
Every person I've heard say, oh, well, they fought Nazis. We're still at war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We keep
Yeah.
fighting.
They're still Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
there's-
might be valid if there was no more Nazis.
You didn't finish the job.
You did a bad job.
We've been fighting since Nam.
Yeah.
Like, truly, we keep going back to Iraq. Don't tell me that because they were fighting World War II, our entire youth has just been at war.
Yeah.
They're not impressing me. Grandma, and your stupid $12 check,
Yeah.
go right to hell. It never increased with inflation. Okay?
Oh, what a
Yeah. Yeah.
Spice up the checks, Grandma. I don't care if
12
it's 70 rupees to $1.
$12 check is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy.
That's crazy.
My grandpa who sucked, I would visit him in the old folks' home, and there was literally another grandpa who was nicer. And I became friends with the other grandpa, and was way more bummed out. Byron, shout out to Byron. When
Yeah.
Byron died, I was destroyed.
Absolutely.
When
Yeah.
Dawn died, he hit his wife.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
But you got all your family members.
Those people should be
People-
buried open casket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like dirt to the face.
Yeah, yeah.
Each shovel,
Eat it.
every spurned family member gets in there and
Yeah.
gets to do that.
Instead of a rose, you get to throw some dirt right on their face and go
Absolutely.
suck dick and die.
yeah, you get to
Rotten piss, loser.
kick. Everybody use it like a urinal.
Yeah. We all piss inside the grave.
Yeah,
Andrew's holding my hands while I squat over it.
I think so.
My grandpa was pretty nice, but he died, so it
Still.
doesn't matter. It doesn't count.
My one cool grandpa was a war veteran, so he's all fucked up from that, and he was a drunk, but he was a good hang, and he was not fucked. He wasn't like, one time he asked me if I was a lesbian just to make me feel welcome.
That's nice.
He was
Yeah,
a
that's
cool
all right.
guy. And that's it. That's the only one. The
Yeah.
rest of them, pure piss.
They're trash.
Yeah.
And if you've
Pure
got all
poo.
4,
Yeah.
how dare you?
How dare you?
and
You should have to pay a tax.
if you equate.
You should have to pay a tax. Also, you shouldn't get to be an artist.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely
You
not.
don't
Yes.
get to be an
No.
artist if you've never suffered loss.
Because
you don't get
you're
to.
going to get 4 probably life insurance policies coming your way.
Yeah.
I want nothing doing.
And also, who gives a fuck what you have to say?
No.
Oh, your parents got divorced? That's your only thing?
Boo-hoo.
So did everybody's.
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
you
not
equ-
mine, but my dad's dead, so whatever.
Still.
Also, if you equate a grandparent dying to a parent dying or a
I'll
friend
kill ya.
dying,
Mm-hmm.
shut your trap. They were half dead when you met them.
Grandparents
Absolutely.
exist to teach you about death.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The point of a grandparent is for a child to learn about
That
death.
is one of my closest friends. Like her friend died, unfortunately, cancer,
Yeah.
and then her her partner brought up that like his grandma died, and,
Yeah.
and she was like, "That's what your grandparents are there for."
Yeah.
That's what they do. They die.
They cheap sitters.
Yep.
And teach you about death if you don't have a dog.
They're,
Yes.
they're
That's
goldfish.
it.
Dogs,
Yes.
goldfish, and grandparents
That's what
it
are
is.
how you have either the heaven or the nothing conversation with your kid.
To quote Lana Del Rey, born to die.
Yeah.
Born.
Born to
Grandma
die.
ran away to a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
My great grandmother was lobotomized and lived in the Bain de Lunet.
Party?
Yeah, and that was my introduction to mental illness. They're all lessons.
Yeah.
They go, she was a little
Grandparents
kooky.
are lessons.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're meant to be experimented upon.
Once I get old, put me out to pasture and use me to teach people.
Yeah, put me in a high school class.
Yeah.
In a science
And I'll
class.
tell them not to do comedy.
Yeah, that's,
What kind of old?
now cut me open.
What kind of
Now,
old
now
person?
study my brain.
Yeah.
What kind of old person do you guys think you'll be?
We've talked about this. I
Yeah.
don't know if on the podcast or off. I know exactly what I'm going to be.
What are you gonna do?
First of all, I'm going to have bright red hair.
Yep.
Beautiful.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's done. I'm going to have like
Bleeding on the sides.
an outdated leather jacket.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing hack bullshit comedy in sea rooms all over the country.
I want to be.
Smoking cigarettes, relapsing, being a real problem.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go, I was once on, like, whatever.
Yeah.
I was once in a storage unit commercial that ran on Instagram for 9 weeks.
Last comic
But
standing.
nobody knows who I am. I'm going to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to be racist. Just
Yeah.
fully
Just
out there.
fully
I want to be
racist.
what Clint Eastwood wanted to be in Gran Torino. That's me all
Yeah.
day long.
Yeah.
I'm going to be saying the most heinous stuff to everybody.
You've earned that.
Yeah,
You've earned
100%.
that.
And they're going to be like, wow, Grandpa's really lost it. And I go, no, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then I pull down my pants and just pee on something.
And another thing, the Chinese. Okay.
Yeah.
Shh.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be absolutely nuts in the woods.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you're going to be wearing a lot of flowy clothing.
100%.
And you're just going to be batty in the woods.
Oh, big bat. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be a
Won't
big
sit on
woods
anything
bat.
unless it's wicker.
Exactly, dude.
You're going to make a big soup that lasts 2 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm gonna be all alone.
Yeah. Oh, we're all going to be alone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's-
That's another thing alive grandpa people don't know. Alive grandparent people, they don't know what it means to face the idea that you're going to be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
they don't know what it's like to be a latchkey kid.
No.
No, they also because they're alive grandparent people, all their grandparents will die surrounded by loved ones, and that's a bad lesson.
Yeah.
Everybody dies alone.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, you have a home health aide who you kind of like.
Yeah. A really nice Jamaican lady.
Yeah, and you get to
100%.
go. It was nice knowing you.
And then you leave her all the stuff out of spite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's also the kind of old person I'll be.
100%.
Home health aide is getting everything.
Yeah.
Every last drop.
Absolutely. And also I want to leave a series of videos that come out every other year.
Dude, that's my dream.
Leaving digs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just scorched earth
Yeah,
behind me.
Absolutely. Oh, the only
And
person
mine's going to be a series titled And Another Thing.
the only close personal relationship I want to have is with my lawyer who's agreed to this.
What are
behavior.
you? What are you, my dad?
Yeah, it's just this behavior, and he encourages it. He goes, so every 5 years, another video, and I go, yes. And it's a system of their choices. And if they say this, then you give them that video, and if they say
Yes.
that, you show them this video.
It's a choose
Yeah.
your own adventure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love
and right
this.
now, it's shoots and ladders, and I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no ladders. It's all shoots.
It's all trapdoors, baby.
Yeah.
Get in here.
I want to be every video game villain you've ever played in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm the Dr. Wily. I'm the Dr. Robotnik, except I don't have a medical degree.
Yeah.
I'm just saying awful shit to everybody.
I also already hate most of my family, and I'm 35 years old. Like, me and my mom will be on the phone, and I'll just be like, and they're fucking snakes. And she's like,
Yeah.
I know. And I'm just gonna, like, I'm already just full out being like, I hate you. I don't ever want to see you again. What am I gonna get softer? When old people get softer, I'm like, you're wasting this time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I also, the idea of going into the woods and dying like a dog appeals to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
yes.
that.
Yeah.
I every time I get sick,
I like
I
not
want to be
making
isolated.
it. I like
Yeah.
not making it anyone else's problem.
Yep.
I like the idea of finding maybe not the woods. Maybe I'll find like if I can feel it coming. Maybe I'll get like a nice hotel room.
Right.
And write a note and tip the person who has to find me.
Yeah.
And then I'll just die in silence.
Yeah, absolutely. I always think about whenever I get sick, I go, I just want to be left alone as much as
Yeah.
possible and then just fade away somewhere.
Yeah.
It's better. Wait.
I'll crawl into a closet and die. We
the
can play How Would
podcast.
You Kill Yourself?
All right. Lizzie.
Fistful of Xanax, walk into the ocean in a beautiful gown.
Wow.
Ooh, that's so romantic.
Thank
That's
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you. I've thought about it a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Gun.
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 Yours is so much worse than
Yeah.
Gun.
Yeah.
Gun public.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Right.
Yeah.
You made me this world.
Yeah.
Cool.
I dated someone who wrote a suicide note once in their life that said, if you're reading this, it's your fault.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
I'm gonna go fancy hotel, belt around the neck, in the closet, covered
Choke
in,
jerk style?
Yeah, choke jerk style, but also covered in those car fresheners.
Ooh.
A mystery.
So when you find me, I'm wearing a coat of those.
Yes.
So you don't smell bad.
I don't smell bad, and hopefully I'm dealing with a laxed maid,
Yeah.
so they don't even bother opening the closet. But then I'm
Oh.
wearing this coat of fresheners, but dick's still out.
Yeah, Dick's got to
Dick's-
be out.
Dick's out.
Dick's got to
Dick's
be out.
out.
It's you're
100%.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I
You're
want to
right.
go into the ocean in a beautiful gown. So when people find me, they go, "Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God, she was so
The
beautiful."
lady of the lake.
Right.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
romantic thing.
But if it takes too long, then my corpse is all bloated.
Oh,
It's a
absolutely.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
they find me quick.
Yeah.
I'll go to a busy beach like Coney Island.
You could get like pre-fillers to keep the face
Yeah, I'll get
snatched.
filled with formaldehyde.
Yeah.
Maybe
before
put
I
in
go.
an Apple an air tracker so they find you a little quick.
Oh, that's fun. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I like that. I can
Right.
do that.
You gotta still be fuckable even in death.
Absolutely.
I mean, please.
Yeah.
I want to be open casket.
I don't. You're crazy.
No, I want to be open
You're
casket.
crazy.
I want to be cremated, but everyone has to watch.
Yeah. Oh, absolute cremation. 100%.
But everybody has to watch the fire take me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, open casket
I
is
push-
so nasty.
I love attention.
I pushed the button with my dad's.
You push the button?
You pushed the
That's allowed?
Yeah, you're allowed to push the button.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Me
You
and my
shouldn't be
brother
allowed to
both
push
pushed the button at once.
You shouldn't be allowed to push
All
the
right.
No, I
button.
think you're
hold
allowed to be
on,
pushing
hold
the
on.
button.
What illegal funeral home? Like,
I
It
know,
was-
this is
do
crazy.
this.
It was Queens,
This is
baby.
crazy.
Yeah, that's-
St. Michael's lets you party.
Yeah.
Pushing the button is nuts.
No, I think it should be totally allowed.
Yeah.
And by the way, do not make this part a clip.
Yeah.
We're recording this podcast on the day my father died.
Oh my
What
God.
up?
Oh my
That's
God.
why I chose the 12th because
my
Oh, you
God.
texted me and you were like, the 12th is perfect.
yes,
Yeah,
and this is
wow.
why.
I was like, what did I forget when Pearl Harbor was again? I didn't get it.
No. It was I wanted to bring it to your attention at the right moment.
And this is it.
And this is it. Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Wow.
I think pushing the button totally allowed. Should totally do that. We scattered the ashes in India. We had to go. Me and my brother.
How big is the cremation machine?
It's-
Is it like a room?
It's like back in the day when they used to tell you how big computers
That's
were.
exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Exactly how big that was.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big guy.
Like
it's a
a
big
Zamboni.
boy.
Yeah.
It's a couple Zambonis.
It's a football field.
And there's an old guy sitting on top of it.
Yeah.
In some which way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he drives it.
How long does it take?
It takes. You push the button, but
Yeah.
you can't watch the entire time.
Yeah.
Because it takes a while.
Is there
to
like
burn.
a ship's window, like a circle?
I mean, depends.
Yeah.
It depends on who you're going with
Yeah.
and if they've got the luxury of that kind of glassware.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
yeah,
fair enough.
ours was just like a metal door that closed, and they're like, "You want to push the button?" We're like, "Yeah, are you kidding me?" I think some people you turn a key, and I think like me, I think
You
my
both have to turn it.
You
at
both
the
turn it
same
like it's a
time.
nuclear code.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
go,
yeah.
this man was problematic.
Yeah.
Turn this key, baby.
That's a game show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, where every relative fights to turn the key.
You have to answer a series of riddles.
And it's like if you get the most correct, you get the pleasure of turning
You,
the
get
key.
the, you get the pledge.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have so many people that it would please me to turn the key.
We could also make
100%.
that a game show with the unplug.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
the unplug is
Because
another
they don't let
one.
you do the unplug. They do
No.
the unplug.
Yeah, they
No.
do the unplug, but you get to call it.
You do
Yeah.
get to call
My
it.
brother got to call it, and I every time I think about that, and I go, big respect.
Yeah.
Mad respect.
Dude, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's like he was only 26.
And he made the call?
He made the call.
Huge.
Mom deferred it to him.
Also,
Yeah.
not a like crazy mom. Move.
Yeah.
But he was
To go,
in,
you're a man now.
Yeah.
he
Call
was in
it.
medical school. She goes,
Oh.
you got it.
That makes sense
You
then.
got it, kid.
You gotta kill your father.
We did a vote. We did
yeah,
a vote.
I'm 22. I'm out here selling vacuums.
We did a vote in my family. 2 to
And
1 called it.
Who
I
deferred?
was my brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
younger?
Older, but
Spiritually
emotionally
younger, yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
clip this part.
Sorry, that's fine.
Yeah.
But he was still hanging on to the idea that things and
Same with my dad.
It
Same
was-
with the
Yeah.
idea. It's like,
Yeah.
listen,
it
he
was
could come
toast.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
And my
know.
mom and I went, we're gonna have to pull that thing.
Yeah, my brother's like, you better come here and say goodbye. I go, you didn't even ask for a vote.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
already did it.
And I go, to be honest, based on where I was in my life, good call.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
call.
Yeah. And I don't think about how much credit is owed, but credit is owed.
Oh, big time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be 26 and go, we're good here.
It's done.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
And it's a wrap.
Yeah.
My dad called it himself.
Nicely
and
done.
that's metal as fuck.
Yeah.
That is metal.
That was one of the coolest things.
Oh, that's another way I'd like to die. If I could be like, pull it.
yeah. Someone just does a ripcord.
Load me up with morphine and pull it.
I want the plug in my mouth.
Yeah.
So I can
you can
turn
spit it out?
So I can turn one which and yank it out myself.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You're
Yeah.
paralyzed and you do it with a straw.
yeah.
Yeah, my dad did assisted suicide, which was the right thing to do.
Right.
But we did say goodbye on a Zoom call,
Right.
which was fucking
Yeah,
psychotic.
crazy.
Wow.
But I was like, good. Just fucking get all the
Yeah.
meds.
I want to choose my final pose.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I want to look like I'm in Pompeii.
Oh yeah.
Just terrified of what's to come.
I'm
I
doing
want to
this-
look like a fainting Victoria.
doing this-
Oh, that's so beautiful. You have such lovely choices.
I
Thank
know.
you.
I'm doing the scream, obviously.
Yes.
The
Full
scream
circle.
is great.
Gotta do the
Or I want
scream.
to
Yeah.
look like I tried to claw my way out of my coffin, like they
Yeah.
buried me alive. That's scary.
Ooh. Ooh. Biggest fear. That's
Yeah.
a big one.
Nails against the coffin
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
such a
Make
beautiful
my
look.
fingertips bloody.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that's good.
Wow. Rest in peace, Kunal's father.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
is a Dead Dads themed one.
Oh, it's a
and
beautiful
we love
one.
to
We love
see
a
it.
dead, all sober, all dead dads. I mean, we could have
I
a
have
club
well,
with
my
cool
sobriety
jackets.
is a little weird. I gotta.
In
You have
that,
a fun
in that
role.
you're
I have a
drunk right now.
No, my sober rule is that I don't drink in America. Oh, hello.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that a fun rule?
Yeah.
That is a
And
fun
when he told me
rule.
that, I was like, "What about Hawaii?" And he goes, "It's America."
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
all
a
50
strong
states.
principle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Gotta-
it because this
But if you
place
go to
is-
France, have a glass of wine.
Absolutely.
that actually is beautiful.
Just came back from Mexico City and I was living it up. And also cigarettes are now part of the rule too.
Oh, love
And
that.
cigarettes in other countries taste like candy.
I know.
yeah.
I
They're
know.
so delicious.
I mean, they put that dying fetus on
Whatever.
the carton,
That's
but
what
they
makes it
taste awesome.
Yeah.
Is on the other side of that picture sugar? Because
Yeah.
those cigarettes are sweet.
Yeah.
There's something so European and other South America or any other outside of America cigarettes are delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, they
They're
go
wonderful.
down so smoothly. They're phenomenal tasting. And also the booze are better. So that's my new rule.
Yeah,
I only
yeah.
smoke and drink outside of America.
Well, because in America you're coping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And outside you're having a nice
You're living
time.
it up. You're
Yeah.
on
Thriving.
vacation.
You know
Yeah.
that weird word we don't use enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That weird feeling?
Slay.
Is
Yeah, every
that.
now and then you look around and you go, hold on, am I thriving?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, ripping a cig in the cold in Cleveland, Ohio. Not,
It's a bummer.
Not
Yeah.
thriving.
But also, I love that.
surviving. Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
Everyone-
because you're trying to get by, and it's something romantic about it that we've romanticized
Yeah.
about it. But when you're in Mexico City and the sun is setting, and you're drinking red wine and also having a cigarette,
Right.
and you're going, "Oh wait, 17 pesos to $1, I'm doing just fine."
Yeah.
That's called thriving.
But can I
Yeah.
tell you what I love about the Cleveland and recommend the cold cigarette is that it's
Please.
not romantic.
I know.
It's like a job.
Yeah.
I'm clocking in to smoke this fucking cigarette
That's what I'm
right now.
saying.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
We're sick puppies.
Yeah.
We're capitalist pig sick puppies.
Right. Yeah.
And we're like, I'm actually in charge. This is something I like. We don't like it.
No.
I
We don't
like
want
it.
You
No,
didn't
you don't
choose
like
You
it.
didn't choose
No,
You
I
don't
this.
like it.
Yeah, because if
I
you did,
like
you'd
it.
want something a little greater for yourself.
No,
Yeah,
I
why don't you
like
date someone who
it.
takes more than 100K in every year and stop
No.
pretending you like this
Yeah.
suffering?
It's you know what it is, because you want to survive more, because that's the world you were taught to live in, so you want
Wow.
to replicate that over and over again.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I also take issue with you saying this to me.
Yeah.
Miss, I'm taking a bus to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You'll hear this from a man, but you won't take it from no woman.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
right.
understand.
Women
Yeah.
insist on suffering. All of us.
Yeah, no,
All
do.
of us do.
Yeah.
And it's my disease. Now my back hurts because I insisted on taking a bus
This
from
is what
fucking
I'm saying.
Pittsburgh. You're right. You're right.
We're
We're
Everyone's
both
right.
guilty of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should demand more.
Wow.
Don't be content to merely survive.
My favorite
I
cigarette.
saw it in a movie trailer.
My favorite cigarette is not a vacation cigarette. It's a time theft cigarette.
Yeah,
If
that's
I'm
horrible.
still clocked in,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
no, now I'm getting paid to smoke.
That's so
Yeah.
that's so wild.
I love that
That's so
cigarette. I
wretched.
love sitting on a toilet with my pants still on, vaping while I'm clocked in.
Yeah.
Oh, I love time theft.
God, we should go to Kunal's house on Sunday, listen to fucking the Lilith Fair playlist.
I'll make you brunch. You'll
Yeah.
have a frittata
Oh
that'll
my
change your
God,
life.
I'm
my
obsessed
God.
with this idea.
Ooh, what a fucking
I bet you
true
make the
ally.
shit out of a frittata.
Are you kidding me? We'll do like bagels and we'll get locks.
Oh,
oh my
Do you fucks
God.
with locks?
Of course I fucks
I don't
with
know.
I can
locks.
get into
sometimes-
locks.
Yeah.
we do a pastrami locks in our house every so often.
I am
Oh,
I'd
that
love to
sounds
have you gals
lovely.
over, to be honest.
Let's do it. Let's
my
have a
girl-
fun time.
My girlfriend likes company, but company that are more self-actualized.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking about comedy, she'll throw everybody out.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Right.
rightfully so.
Ooh, and that goes. Let's take a little break, and
Yeah.
then we can go into our next segment.
perfect.
Yeah, wow,
Perfect
we're
swing.
bobbing, we're weaving. We'll be back, girls. Know your worth, and we're back. So,
we got a lot of ground to cover.
We got a lot of ground to cover.
Mm-hmm.
This is live and fresh from TikTok.
This is unfolding as we speak.
Yes, breaking news. So, the woman who played Professor Sprout in Harry Potter was interviewed, and she
She basically called all you guys are like Harry Potter adult dork virgin losers.
she dragged everyone for filth. I'll play what she said. It is so succinct.
It's perfect.
I'm obsessed with this woman.
I'm going to pull my pants down first.
Yes, everyone start jerking it now. All right, so this is Miriam Margoles, aka Professor Sprout.
5 years ago. And it's for children.
Miriam McGoyles, who played one of the Hogwarts professors, laughed at adult fans who organize Harry Potter-themed events.
I do cameos and people say, oh, we're having a Harry Potter themed wedding. I think, gosh, what's their first night of fun going to be?
Boom! That's all we need to hear.
Yeah.
Got you.
How you like that roasting?
She goes, and I can tell by your energy, you don't know how to fuck.
Yeah.
And she's like a 80-year-old woman.
I know.
This is who I want to be as an old lady.
I'm obsessed with this.
Yes.
Because she's right.
She
Yes.
is right. It's
Every
enough.
adult who's obsessed with Harry Potter is you're a baby and a weirdo.
Virgin
and I don't
loser.
like you. and you're
Same
a
thing with
virgin dork
Disney
loser.
adults
Yes.
as well. Also losers. You know what playground, you know what theme park I respect more than anything in the
I
world?
love you calling
Yeah.
it a playground.
Yeah.
Whatever
It
it
is
may
a
be.
playground.
It is.
Yeah.
You know what theme park I respect the most? Legoland. You want to know why
Sure,
I respect
yeah.
Legoland? No adults without children.
Yes.
Is that a rule?
That's a rule.
That's
it's
great.
a hard rule.
No pedophiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a no pedophile zone.
My friend has kids, said, listen, we're going to Legoland. You could come with us because they won't let you in unless you have children. I go, the fact that I don't says enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I shouldn't be
beautiful.
allowed.
Yes.
You can't roll in here with some sort of VI, like I wave a child that may not be my own as a way to get in. No. Stay out there until you're responsible enough or dumb enough to have a kid of your
Yes.
own.
Thank you.
Throw adults who go to Disney alone in. Don't even throw them out. Throw them into a pit.
Right.
Throw them into a pit, light
Yeah.
the whole thing on fire.
Gun to the head.
We're done with it.
Absolutely.
You're gonna propose at Disneyland.
Disgusting.
Ay, ay,
Disgusting.
ay, 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 I'm so over
Also,
you.
a lot of the responses from people, because people are stitching this video and being like, which is so crazy. A lot of them are like, Harry Potter is how I escape my trauma.
How about deal with it.
How
Yeah.
about let's go to a therapist? Let's get on
You're
meds.
27. It's time to stop escaping it.
Yes.
Talk to somebody about it.
Hufflepuff is not a substitute for medication.
Hufflepuff
No.
is not a mental hospital.
Yeah.
It does sound like a good one, though.
It does sound like
Yeah.
a good one. It sounds
Yeah.
like one of the ones where there's a horse.
Just admit
Yeah.
you're Slytherin, and that's okay.
Yes.
It's all it is. We're all in that which way.
and then
Deal
take that
with it.
information and throw it away because
Yeah.
nobody fucking cares that you're a
Exactly.
Slytherin.
Like the
That's
series,
nothing.
don't make it your life.
Yes.
That's it.
I'll say this: I don't even like the series.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Okay. Now,
I don't even like the stuff.
This is where I'm gonna be
Ugh.
the
I
other guy.
got to book 3 and stopped.
I didn't even get into it. I haven't seen one full Harry Potter movie.
Really?
I don't care for it.
I respect it.
All right, I'm again just like the pedophile
I'm a
stance.
hater at
I'm
my
gonna be
core.
the anti guy. I loved the books. I love the movies.
Sure.
Sometimes when I'm upset or it's wintertime, I throw one on.
I get it. Listen, it's like Men in Rocky.
Yeah,
I understand.
exactly.
Throwing a movie on is different
Yeah.
than going to a theme
I
park.
agree.
Right.
Or throwing a costume on. Or getting a tattoo.
Totally. Now
Yeah.
here's the thing. I think you can also do that. What I don't think you can do is admit in public that you're a loser.
Or
stop telling people that you're a loser. Can we at least, if you're
At
gonna
least
do
be a loser
losers,
in private.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go to your stupid 10-sided die meeting. Whatever you need to do.
well, Dungeons and Dragons is cool.
Yeah, well, someone's fucking a guy who plays Dungeons. This is the thing. This is the
Oof.
I like
Go,
I
Rose.
like a
Relax.
dork. I like some level of dork. I'm with it. But like if you're a dork, you're not going to be shooting up a school.
Yeah.
Like you're harmless.
Also, my boyfriend had the courtesy to not open with it.
Sure.
That's fair. I
We
respect
were already
that.
like dating when
Yes.
he brought it up.
There's something so like Dungeons and Dragons people, Harry Potter people, they're really in. I understand the love of it,
Sure.
but there's a line. There's a hard
Absolutely.
line that you can cross.
Yeah.
And when you cross that area, you're an outward loser.
Yes,
And I
that's
will
what I'm
say
saying.
this.
Keep
Right.
it in.
If you're gonna cross that line to the point where like your apartment is Harry Potter themed,
Yes.
you have clothes that you wear regularly that are Harry
Your
Potter themed,
wedding.
you have tattoos. If you're gonna be that guy, then I want you to go, oh, yeah, I'm a dork loser.
Yes.
That's it.
And then I like you. Now
Yeah.
I like you.
Yeah.
I love the video game series Zelda, and I'm a massive loser about it.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
But
Have-
to tell me to my face that
Yeah.
I'm wrong for thinking you're a loser, that's gaslighting.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
no.
you.
Yeah.
Right. If
I'm right about this.
If you walk into my house, there are Zelda coasters. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I'm a loser.
beautiful.
And
I
you're
get
a
it.
loser and it's
there,
okay.
And there are cups that go on top of that Zelda.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. Is there
Yeah,
a
there
painting
are.
I commissioned from a friend of the Triforce? It is.
Oh my God.
Does my girlfriend have to go, yeah, I know, I get it? And I go, I'm sorry.
But you fuck your girlfriend and you make lavender things.
Exactly.
And you hide this.
Yes.
We get to, if you have dorkdom, I get to learn that about you.
Right.
Yeah, and when my boyfriend plays Dungeons and Dragons, if I'm at his apartment, his friends come over, and I go, "Well, I'll see you fellas later," and I don't watch.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course. Have
Yeah.
I played a Dungeons and Dragons axe throwing game with these fans before? I have.
Yeah.
Was I the axe master / dungeon master? Yes. Do these
Whoa.
people take it seriously? Of course they do. But you got to have a little bit of reality in there too.
You gotta
Yeah.
just have
And
a dash of reality.
just a
in
dash.
there.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
There's people who there's not even a little scent of reality.
There are
in
people who
how
are
they-
acting like they're oppressed.
Yes.
When we call them losers for
Right.
this.
Yes, and like we
That's bonkers.
and that's like what we said with the "You're Weird, That's Weird" segment.
You're weird. This is weird.
I gotta you have to have a little hubris when I go. That stinks, dude.
Own it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Own it.
Yeah. Well, now, Kunal, we're thrilled to have you on the pod.
Thank you.
You are a firecracker and a delight.
Appreciate it.
You have a Respectfully segment, and we talked about it a little before. Very, very controversial.
Here we go. Respectfully, if you're going to look down on the homeless, the destitute, those who aren't doing well, but at the same time, see these folks sleeping on a park bench, sleeping on a subway, but at the same time, take joy in the fact that you got a row on a plane to yourself, got a row on a bus to yourself, and take it as a moment of pride, you need to check yourself.
Yeah.
You're a few steps away from being them yourself.
Calls coming from inside the house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Answer it. Realize something. These people are going through some shit.
up.
All right. And you to sit there and and be like, I can't believe they just stretched themselves out. And meanwhile, you get on a Spirit airline and then tell everybody who's willing to hear, all 300 of your Instagram followers, that, oh, by the way, I got the whole row to myself. Oh, what a luxury. No, you're a loser.
Or these people who bring things on the plane for sleeping.
Yeah.
You know when you're on a plane and someone has a full regular size pillow and a blanket? Fuck you.
Absolutely.
Fuck you.
Yeah. This, you know what? Grow up, get to first class the way you're meant to be doing
Thank
things.
you,
And if
finally.
you can't, sit there and coach and suffer.
Yeah.
But don't
Yeah.
be sitting there and looking at these homeless people like, why are they stretched out? Because that's their plane.
Everyone wants to be like an inch better than the other person.
Of course.
It's
Yeah.
like, I can't be discernibly better because I'm in the same fight, but just this tiny little inch so I can feel like I'm a bigger
I'll say
guy
this,
than you.
I do a bad thing on a plane.
What do you do?
I don't look down on homeless people because when I get on a plane, you know what I do? I take my fucking shoes off.
Oh, you
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
I take my
Damn.
fucking
Ew.
shoes off. And I'm wearing socks, Ronnie. I'm
Ronnie's
wearing
upset.
thick socks,
Thank
Ronnie.
you,
I'm going to tell you
Ronnie.
right now.
But here's the thing. Okay, I'll explain myself. I am a carry-on girl. I don't like checking a bag. And a lot of my shoes have big platforms, and they don't fit in the carry-on. So I have to wear the big platform shoes on the plane. I already have long legs. You have the platform. My legs don't fit in the seat. I got to take the shoes off.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, girl, up top. All right,
you.
I'm taking my shoes off too.
All right.
They're coming out. And
I'm kicking them off.
yeah, and they're sneakers and they're comfortable and I like them, but it doesn't matter. Puppy's got to breathe.
Puppy's
right.
gotta breathe.
And you dare look down at the homeless when you're
And
taking
but
your...
I don't.
I know, that's what
But
I'm
I
saying.
don't.
When people do.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Also, New York City's homeless. It's goddamn tragic, the shit that we're seeing. It is
Yeah.
fucking insane. Like, people to be like, oh my God, look at this aberration. This is the system. You're looking at the system. This
Yeah.
isn't like
Right.
one weak person.
And then you have the gall to be a dem lib after you've seen that. Grow up.
Yeah.
I'll also say this. If you live in New York City and you look at homeless people and you think you're nothing like them, I dare you to have to take a shit far away from your apartment.
Absolutely.
You're homeless now.
Yeah.
100%.
You
Everyone
are
is
homeless. You are
4
doing
steps.
homeless math now.
That's
Yeah.
all it takes. 4 steps and you're out there sleeping on the train.
Yeah.
And you think you're somehow better?
You're
Bigger?
begging a Starbucks barista for the bathroom code.
Yeah.
You know who else does that? Homeless people.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're just a couple steps away from mixing ketchup and hot water and calling it tomato soup.
That felt very real from
Oh
you.
my
I'm
God.
just saying, you know?
There's also, you can see in big
Sounds
major
nice.
cities, especially ones with like massive wealth and massive wealth disparity, which is kind of all of them now at this point. I was on the train once and it was Pride, and like everyone was in like beautiful outfits and there was joy. People were like
Glitter,
voguing,
joy,
glitter,
music, Lady Gaga.
everything. And I was being like, oh wow, this city is like really so beautiful in how people are allowed to be themselves. And then a homeless guy with no fucking legs gets into the
my
train
God.
and is pulling his body along.
Jeez.
And the
Yeah.
stumps are dragging. No one else is, everyone's trying to not
Everybody
look
else is
at
still
it.
voguing.
Yes. And I'm like, this is how you snap.
Yeah.
Like seeing
Yeah.
this.
There's a homeless guy that we all know on the L train with no face. He has no face.
Oh,
Yeah.
the no
Oh,
face
yeah.
guy.
That guy has no face.
100%.
And we just have to be like, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've met people who have the gall to be like, he has a bad attitude. He lives on a train and has no face. And you want him to fix you want him to be charming?
Right.
Is this the burn no face
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
God, it's
I
horrible.
mean, zero face on that man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God, love him.
And just to be like, they're lazy
yeah.
Yeah.
or they're insane.
You
Right.
try getting a job with no face.
You try sleeping on a train.
Yeah.
Just in general. It's the warmest place in the city during the winter.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're somehow going to be like, oh, I can't believe they're taking up 3 seats. It's like, what are you out of your mind?
I'll say this. You try staying awake on a train.
Yeah.
Late
Yeah.
at night, I'm on that train. That thing is lulling me
you're
to
going
sleep.
like it's doing
Oh, yeah.
the wait, what kind of homeless is this wrong to cosplay homeless? What kind of homeless would you guys be? Where would you go? Where would you stay?
I mean, I would be on the hardest drugs I could find.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean-
you know those people who are like, don't give homeless people money, they'll spend it on drugs? I'd spend it all on drugs. It's
Yeah.
all going to drugs.
I mean-
and I would find one of those little encampments.
Yeah.
And I would use my charm and my wit to make them like me.
Definitely going to get myself a nice shopping cart That's my
Shopping
first.
cart is good.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
first move is to get a good shopping cart,
Yeah.
and then begins the collection of things that I'm going to need to
You
get
gonna
me
do
by.
cans? We
Yeah.
doing cans?
I don't know if necessarily it might be a can situation. I feel like that's a very competitive field.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
I
necessarily
think there
ready
would
for
be
the big
there's
leagues.
probably turf war.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
definitely turf wars. I've
Around the
seen people
can.
fighting around these for recyclables in my
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it's just like I think it's a tough situation to get myself
I
into.
know the people who do the cans in my neighborhood, and I
Yeah.
don't want to fuck with them.
Right.
No, the cans people
I might
are
be
possibly
clever
the most
sign
threatening
guy.
people.
That might be my jam.
Sign.
Clever sign, like a good
I
clever.
love clever sign.
Love clever sign.
Yeah.
I think it's the most innocuous. I think it's not as irritating. I don't think that I'm gonna try not to get a dog, but I know how I am. I might end up
I have
getting
a dog,
I might be
yeah.
getting a dog.
Yeah.
You know what else I would do? Fake pregnant homeless.
Great.
I would big
move.
time do fake pregnant homeless.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a baby and
Some,
then sitting
I would
on
just
the
shove
ground.
all my clothes under my shirt and have a sign that says pregnant and homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I always give the pregnant. I'm giving everything I got.
Of course.
Yeah.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
I know a lady who sits on 6th Avenue who's been pregnant for 6 years.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Love her. God love her.
Salute to that
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
I'm in the parks. That's where
Yeah,
I'm going.
The parks are good.
I'm in the parks.
Parks is a good one.
because the parks have caves. This is what we don't know.
It's true.
And you can light fires in caves.
This.
And that's warmth.
You
Okay.
can also light a fire in a trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can-
but everyone's going to try to make you put it out.
I mean, I know some subway stations they don't mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure,
You go
sure.
set that place on fire
and,
too.
end of the line. But like there's caves, there's bodies of water. Maybe I'm not washing myself in the bodies of water, but I'm sitting and staring
I'm
at
floating,
it.
I'm
maybe
chilling.
floating. Maybe I'm killing myself in it.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, there was a homeless guy in Prospect Park that was hitting women with sticks. That was terrifying. And so I think you also have to fight the other park. I think like cans.
Yeah.
Park
That's how I
homeless.
joined an encampment.
Yeah.
Right. That's a
you're
good
right.
gang to get into.
Yeah.
Or if you can find a section of the subway that you can kind of chill out in.
Yeah.
There are places like that. When I used to live in Kensington in Brooklyn, there was a
Yeah.
guy who had like a massive newspaper fort and
Yeah.
they just kind of let him be.
Love
Yeah.
that.
And I swear
I
like
live
somebody
near
would bring him
Tompkins.
Chinese food every now and again and he seemed to be chilling.
I live near
think I
Tompkins
know
Square
that
Park.
guy.
There's a section of the park that just is homeless encampment.
Yeah.
And nobody fucks with them and they don't fuck with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go, hello, fellas. I have a few things I could offer.
I love how the voice-
Holes, etc. Could I join the camp?
I got a different kind of cans for you, boys.
I would like to join the camp, please. Sure, I'll be your wife if I can sleep in your bed.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's where women have the edge.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I just got to jerk off on the train and make
Yeah.
it everyone else's problem.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry for you.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah. When it comes to the homeless society, it's actually a matriarchal situation.
Yeah.
Most don't know about the homelessness.
Which is
Yeah, it's definitely easy to be a homeless woman.
It's very very girl boss. I'm saying that factually and unironically.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break, then we'll finish this bitch off.
Love it.
Let's do it. This has been such an analytical, dare I say, almost a science and anthropology podcast.
Yeah, I
we've
think
done
we're
today.
answering a lot of questions.
Yeah, for sure. Pedophiles,
We're getting
homelessness,
to the bottom of
dead
a lot of
parents.
stuff.
Theme parks.
Oh my God, everything. So,
Dork virgin losers.
Yeah.
being a loser inside. This is the big question. So me and Lizzie are both you're in a relationship
Yes.
as well. And so we were talking about this the other day with significant others and friend groups. Many questions. Number one, do you care if they like your friend group?
Let's start with that.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just do one at a time.
And
Does it matter to you if your significant other likes your friends?
Only it depends on what friends.
Okay, that's big.
I play
like
favorites
that.
here.
Yeah.
Like there's one friend who's a non-negotiable.
Yep.
Yep.
And if you don't like him, you definitely don't like me.
Something
Right.
wrong with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he's the closest to me.
Yeah.
All right. And then there's
Is
a
this
whole.
someone we know?
No, it's not somebody you know, but it's just like, and nobody could ever hate this guy. He's so phenomenal.
Yeah,
he's
sure.
better than me, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. She's going to fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't have a wife and 2 kids, I'd
Keep
understand.
your eye out.
Yeah, but then the rest of it is a glass menagerie. Take it or leave it.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, you want to
glass
throw
menage.
some of these out? I get it. She's
Yeah.
looked at some of my friends and gone, "This guy sucks," and I go, "Yeah, you ain't telling anyone anything new, sister."
Yeah, that's
So-
a lot of male friends where you're
Yeah.
like, he
Yeah.
stinks, but he's fun sometimes.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
like, why do you hang out with this guy? He keeps you out till 7 a.m, and I go, "That's why I like
That's
him."
why he's a piece of shit and I want to be a piece of shit.
He's my 7 in the
sometimes.
morning friend.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I need you. I agree. I have a few friends that are non-negotiables. The rest of them, I need you to fake it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like them, I need you to
be
fucking
cordial.
Be,
Yeah.
not even. I need you to be cool.
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
you
yeah.
to be pleasant and cool and fix your face and act like you like them, and then we can get in an Uber and you can go, hey, that one, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the car door closes, the shit talking begins.
I mean,
Let
we
it
said
rip.
this once before, but one of the great things about having a significant other is the joy of talking shit about the people closest to you.
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah, breaking them down
Because
psychologically.
you can't do that within your friend group.
No, because it will come out.
messy.
It will come out.
Yeah.
But when
Yes.
it's just you and your partner, you can go, I mean, he's great, but the yapping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what about this situation? Because this has happened to me before. Because I'm guilty sometimes of having a girl bestie, not you, but I've gone through a lot of girl besties that are not nice to me, and I don't
Right,
know,
right.
Because I'm like a kicked puppy who just like thinks I deserve to be treated that way. Sometimes a significant other will come in and he'll be like, "Hey," like slowly over time, he'll kind of let me like say it, but
And then he'll agree. He'll validate.
yeah, and he'll be like, "She's actually not. That actually wasn't very nice to you." But so that's the situation where I do appreciate when they don't like a significant other, when they know that person is not.
Well,
nice
this is a
to
tough
me,
line.
but it's very tough.
Because you need to make sure that when you're a woman dating a man, you need to make sure that he's not isolating you from your
Yeah, for
friends.
sure.
Because that's what they do
Yeah.
before they hit you.
Yeah, absolutely.
If a guy's going, I don't think you can trust Andrea, I'm going, you want to lay your little hands on
Yeah,
me,
you
don't
do.
you?
Yeah, yeah. Because Andrea's
Because you know I'm
scary and
gonna
she'll
tell her.
Stop it. Yeah, yeah.
If
yeah.
you just asked nicely, I'd let you do it anyway.
yeah,
I know,
yeah.
I'm a good time.
I understand the isolation aspect,
Yeah.
but I have zero qualms telling my girl if her friends stink.
Thank you.
I will, if I smell a whiff of crap,
Yeah.
I let them know. And listen, she's got plenty of friends. Also, she's so busy
Yeah, yeah,
that it
yeah.
doesn't, if she had nothing going on, then the isolation aspect,
Right.
I could understand one could make an argument that way.
Yeah.
But she's so damn busy, we don't even hang out that much.
Yeah.
Which
So-
is lovely.
Yeah, which is great. But it's like I think you should have no problem pulling the person you're with off to the side and going, this chick blows.
Yes.
You need to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop the dead weight. Because I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you right now, you don't want to know what you're doing? You're ruining my good time.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
You come home and you complain about this loser, and then I got to hear about it, even though I told you I was high 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
I don't need this.
I don't need this.
I
Yeah.
got to hear about the bitchy thing that she did. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's unfortunately maybe stereotyping women a little bit. Sometimes you carry the dead weight friend because you feel bad for them.
Yeah.
But they're mean to you at the same time. So you're in this hell where
Men
you're like.
do it too. There's
yeah,
times when my girl has had to come to me and be like, every time you bring up X,
Yeah.
it's never anything good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when she said that to me, the reality sat in, and I was like, oh, this guy's he's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big
And
pile
you
of
gotta
trash.
cut this person off too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
I like
agree.
cutting people out of my life.
Oh, I love it.
Call me a seamstress,
Snip,
Oh
baby.
my
I
God!
am
Yes,
out
snip,
here.
snip, snip, snip,
Bye.
snip.
Yeah.
I got a samurai sword.
Oh, I'm
just
surgical
cutting heads
with it.
off. Oh my God, I
They
love
don't
it.
even know sometimes when they're cut out.
They have no idea. Isn't
Yeah.
that fun?
And then
That's
I
the
get
best
to
part.
know
and then
in
you
my
run
head.
into them and they go, I haven't seen you in a while. And you
Yeah.
go, crazy, right?
Isn't that wild?
And then you go, yeah,
Crazy.
we should.
Yeah. It's like I called you the other day. I was like, yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting stuff.
Yeah, someone I have never been friends with who I don't like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see for a while. And then she hit me with, I haven't seen you in a long time. And I went, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
That felt good.
you're like a god.
Uh-huh.
My favorite is to hit them. First of all, I don't like cliches. And because they're such general forms to use against people when they deserve more
They do
specific
go
things.
specific so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so much better. But when you banish someone to this outer world where they're
Ugh.
no longer your friend, and you just go, yeah, man, I'll just see you out there, you know?
Oh,
Man, I'll just see you out
I'll
there.
see you when I see you.
I'll see you when I see you. That's the one. I'll see you when I see
Yeah,
you. You know what I mean?
kick rocks.
It is what it is, you know?
yeah.
Hit the bricks,
Yeah.
loser. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at an LCD's. So this happened a lot. This happened, unfortunately, when I started dating my now fiance with boyfriends I had, friends who were boys,
Yeah.
that either I started to realize that they perhaps had romantic feelings towards me because the serious boyfriend posed like a real threat, or I was their little emotional labor
That one's big.
girlfriend and they didn't have access to me to fucking run their goddamn mouth about some bullshit they were up to. And I really saw some of them go kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I had to go, oh, you weren't my friend.
You know a guy has never been your friend when he has an issue with every guy you date.
Yeah.
You go, oh.
Huh, that is
Yeah.
very,
my
that's
friend.
true.
Now,
That
you
is
could
true.
be a girl like me who dates a series of men who are mean to you.
Yeah.
And maybe that guy is your friend and he's looking out for you.
Yeah, but it's
But
like,
then once you get the nice boyfriend, he's got to go, hey, man, this is great.
right.
And if he doesn't,
The problem
unfortunately,
is-
that boy's in love with you.
Yeah.
It becomes a slippery, it's like a hard situation because sometimes a girl will be dating a series of losers.
Yeah.
And
Right.
even if they deem
Guilty.
that person to be nice,
Yeah.
then you got to sit there and be like, no, this person is also a loser.
Yeah.
You can't date this loser.
Yeah.
And you
well,
gotta-
that's why I have to introduce a guy to my friends because I have bad loser dar.
Yeah.
I keep dating these losers who are mean to me. So, and I used to not introduce boys to my friends.
Well, yeah, because you don't
and
want
now
that reality.
now I go, get in here.
Yeah.
You're going to meet 10 people. All of them are going to ask you a question. And at the end of the night, I'll decide if I still like you.
Right.
and if they don't like Andrea, then something stinky.
Something stinky.
I mean, I'm a little intense when I first meet people, but I think I'm well-meaning.
Oh, when you met my boyfriend, the two of you talked for 40 minutes while I silently ate cheesecake.
I'm going to be honest.
You were like,
I
so
don't-
where'd you grow up? What? And he was like, yeah.
I mean, there are worse ways to sit there being silent than
No, it
eating
was
a
great. It's
cheesecake.
great.
You know
It's
what I mean?
great.
I don't, and while your boyfriend's being quizzed
Yeah.
hard.
Also,
Yeah.
I need you to be
Necessary.
able
Yeah.
to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
need to be able to eat cheesecake while you handle this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I know it's a bad guy, if I'm going, well, he's, you know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but if I can just eat cheesecake,
Right.
you're in.
And I'm asking him questions, and I'm like, oh, interesting. I start writing in the notebook.
Yeah. You're like,
Okay.
haven't been to therapy since May, but it's because of your health insurance
Pussy.
lapsed.
Right.
Oh, we're dealing with a spineless pussy.
All 4 grandparents are alive.
Interesting.
Good.
Oh,
That
yeah.
guy wouldn't make it past the first date with me. I'd go beat it.
Now, do we care if our if they like our significant others like
Our friends.
our friends?
If our friends like our significant other. Now, do we care about liking a friend's significant other? And I mean, let's go beyond, let's not count like if they're bad to them, if they're abusive. I'm just talking personality. If this is someone you wouldn't necessarily be friends with, but they're nice to your friend, does that matter? Do you care?
So if my buddy is dating somebody,
Like a close friend.
a close
good
friend,
close friend.
is dating somebody who I can't stand.
Who just is just annoying. Just
A
stinks.
nothing burger. Not a threat.
Not a threat, but just
hurting.
a stinky hang.
Yeah.
Eventually, what it comes down to is there's just a part of them that you haven't been able to accept.
Oh, wow.
That was a really great answer.
And it's just like, and in a lot of ways, the boat is being prepared and you're
Yeah.
about to lose that person and you just
Yeah.
don't know it yet. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I also think I've had friends with significant others who just have a little stink, a little thing I don't like about them, and you go, well, I love my friend, so I'll deal with this.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's what you do. That's
know?
what you just, and then you got to realize this person. Also, if it's working, they love each other, that it's all working out. You just got to you're on the docks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting on that boat, and it's sayonara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a
And
good
then-
one, and that's it.
And then if that friend comes to me and goes, you know, I've been feeling a little weird about so and so, I go, and he interrupts me a lot.
Yeah.
He interrupts me a lot, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the percentage? Okay, so a general like they're not a good hang, but that's fine type thing. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
What's the percentage you can like really dislike the person's personality before?
20.
20?
I'm willing to give if we reach 50%, I might have to say something.
Yeah.
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 I'm going 20 because I'm bad at you know me. I'm very bad at being phony. I'm very bad at pretending to like someone I don't like. So if it's more than 20,
Right.
I'm not going to be able to adjust.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to fix my face. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
able to fix my attitude. Maybe something I should work on about myself, but as of right now this is the case and it's true.
I say let it
And-
fly. If your face gives it away, it has to give it
Right,
away.
but
Yeah.
then now we're gonna have awkwardness, and there's gonna be a thing, and blah blah blah. So I need 20 or less so that we can all be cool and hang out.
Yeah.
I'll give you 49%.
Or I can take 49 as long as you don't make me hang out with them.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
also good too.
I'm saying 20 if you're gonna bring them everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I hate when people bring them
Bring them everywhere is
It
a
is the
nightmare.
worst.
Your
It's a
significant
nightmare.
Yeah.
other is not your babysitter.
not.
Why
You're
are they
ruining the hang.
everywhere?
Also, they're
Yeah.
not our friend.
No,
Yeah.
I know. And what I love about my fiance, number one, likes to be alone a lot.
Great.
Secure, likes to
We
be
love that.
alone. When we're hanging out, most of the time, just us hanging.
Yeah.
Very fun. He makes the effort to come out to the stuff,
Yeah.
into the necessary thing. he does not like my comedian friends. And he likes Lizzie, but he does not like hanging out with comedians. And I fucking...
Sounds like a guy with taste.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's like, they're all riffing. Everyone's mean and crazy. I
Yeah.
know you love this and this is your love language, but I don't know everyone and I can't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's great.
Yeah.
Send me off to be with my friends.
This is why my comedian friends, significant others like me, because I like to make them feel included.
Yes.
And that's the best. This is
In
the
this
thing I
situation.
hate about
Yeah.
comedians.
Yeah.
When I bring the significant other around and you guys are all talking about a fucking bar show.
Yeah.
And inside baseball.
Grow
and
up.
people's names who they don't know and they
Right.
have no context for the blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's trash.
Absolutely.
And this is the point I've made to my comedian friends and they don't seem to get it. It's fucking crowd work, dog.
Right.
Ask him what he does for a living.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know how to ask a follow-up question? It's
Right.
crowd work.
Yes.
It's-
Just talk to the guy.
Do you need someone to film it?
Right.
Is that what's going to make the
Are we,
difference?
are we doing a
Do
reel?
we have to clip
yeah.
this?
Yeah. It's insane when I see people just going like, actually the reality of it had hit me recently when my girl said to me, she was like, I've known these people for almost 10 years and they have no idea what I do for a living.
Yes.
Yes.
And we were at a wedding and it was
And
like
I think it happens more to women who are
yeah,
dating
absolutely,
comedians.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, every one of my male comics friends, and even the reverse, female like significant others.
Yeah.
I know what their significant other does.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
ask these questions
How's
because
your job now?
yeah, what are you up to? What's going on? I remember talking to somebody like, oh, you do this, you do that. Oh, you work for this app, and what's the busy season like? Is it in the
Yes.
summer?
Right.
And it's just like these are the questions because it's interesting as opposed to sitting there and going, oh man, I can't believe this person got this thing in this business that doesn't matter.
Who cares?
I'll
Yeah.
also say this as like somebody who does something like this where we have like a community of weirdos, blah, blah, blah. It's your job to protect your significant other and only bring them around the people who are going to do that.
Yeah.
Because like the first time I brought my boyfriend to like a big hang with a lot of our friends, it was because I knew they were the right ones.
Yeah.
And we got there and they went, "You're a doorman? Tell
Yeah.
me everything about
Right.
that."
Yeah.
I want to know everything. One of our friends told him to write a book.
Yeah.
He was like, "You have such great stories. You should write a book."
Stuff-
Those are the people you bring them around, not the fucking nobody, nothing burgers.
Absolutely
who
not.
are like, how do you get booked on them? Shut up! Shut up!
You know what a game I play with myself now, which is very enlightening because I'm a person who likes people who are mean to me and doesn't realize it. I go during conversation, keep track of how many times this person asks you a single question about yourself or your life. Shocking.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even once.
Yeah, I don't bring my girl around for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, she's also busy and
Yeah.
it's like doing her own thing, which is great. But it's like at the same time, you just don't want to put him in that place. I remember one time we had like, she'd come to something and she was just like, and she actually, no, she was going to come to something. And I was like, you don't want to come to this party? You know this person. She's like, a room full of comedians? No thanks.
Yep.
Hot.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Love that about her.
Self-confidence.
Yeah.
Self-secure.
Yeah.
We love that. Whew, guys. We
did a
covered
lot.
A lot of ground.
covered a lot.
We fucking motor mouthed our way through everything in
We sure did.
society.
This is over?
I think,
Is that what we're
I
done
think
here?
we,
I know.
I think we're gonna walk outside into like a perfect utopia. I think we fixed it.
The weather is calling for it.
Yeah,
I
it
think we're
is.
there. Yeah.
It is. Kunal, you've been a fantastic guest.
Thank
we
you so much.
love
I know.
you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
What's the name of your podcast again?
Called U-Boats Suck. It's me and my co-host Dara Pollock. It's basically Am I the Asshole, except with people who actually went to therapy.
Oh,
Amazing.
God
So there we go.
bless.
And
Love that.
you know, we do that. We have people send in their squabbles, as we call them.
Awesome.
You could email them. You could send a voice note. We don't play the voice note. We just transcribe it. And we got that. It's the U-Boat Suck podcast on Instagram. And of
Great.
course, you could follow me for my nonstop waterfall of comedy clips at All Day KCA.
Oh my God. He's wonderful. If you like our pod, you're going to love his pod.
Yeah.
Lizzie, where can they follow you? Find you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Lizzie Cassidy, Lizzie with a Y at the end, and listen to my other podcast, Close Calls. It's a comedy podcast about near-death experiences.
Andrea Comedy 69 on Instagram and TikTok. I really am getting dementia.
That's okay.
And all of our pod clips are on TikTok. By the way, thank you all the girlies who liked our recent clip
Yeah,
about
shout out
gossip.
to the girlies on TikTok.
You guys are awesome. And
I have loved this podcast once I started seeing the clips come from it.
Thank you.
And I just I remember I left like a comment. I think I might have texted you or I might have commented on something.
Oh.
But I was like, keep these coming. Keep pumping these out.
The best.
Thanks,
You know?
buddy.
Thank you.
Of course. You're
I'm
welcome.
I'm very proud of it.
And the feeling is mutual about your
Thank you.
clips.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Love
I
'em.
appreciate it.
And go to our YouTube. Speaking of video content, go to our YouTube. We got all the full vids there. We might be wearing cool things. You
Get
might
in the
wanna see
pool,
it.
see what we look like.
Yeah.
And now we're all going to go into the woods to die.
See you later. And good.